Hello, salutations and greetings. Um, Today I'm here to make a little video that was that was it was suggested on the Scrap Liz Unicorns Mindless Wonder group. They suggested to make page edges out of scrap paper without needing a sewing machine. Now, I have made some in the past, but it's been a while since I've made them. And I've made them sewing and I've made them with just gluing. Not everybody has a sewing machine. And so there there is different ways of doing it, but so I'm going to do um, a ruffle. This is a ruffle, and just realized that there was quotes on here. I like to think of thoughts as living blossoms born by the human tree. I was going to use these edges. I like to, oh, they're all the same. I like to think of thoughts as blossoms. And that's wonderful. Okay, a lot of times when you get papers, 12 by 12 papers, they've got like these edges that you cut off and you throw them away. I did not realize that they had a little, a little, I'm going to save these ends because they're going to go in my, I just realized that they was on there. So that's on authentique paper, and they have a sentiment on there, a little quote. I like to think of thoughts as living blossoms born by the human tree. I love that. So I'm going to save those. So here we go. I'm going to put them. I'm gonna save them. I had them in my scrap box because I do save these edges for doing different things. I'd never realized there was that little quote on there. Now I'm going to save them for real and use them in. Um, Now I don't have a long enough piece. Well, it is long enough, but I'm going to take another piece now. I'm going to look in my scraps here, and here's one that's long. That one's off of a vintage paper because the end broke off. When paper breaks, that's pretty old. Okay, so I've got different pieces that are of a good length. Oh, this one here is also, these two are cut off. These three, no, two, no, three. They're off of a edge of a 12 by 12. And so,
This one's cold.
oh, thank you. Oh, that one is cold. I see ice in it. Thank you so much. You are my sweet patootie. Okay, I get my coaster here so it doesn't get water all over. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Okay, so you have your little strip. I got a couple strips here so I can go with them. And then you take any kind of scraps of paper that you have. Now you can just start laying scraps on there and gluing them on, and but this one is for a ruffle. And so if we take that scrap, that strip of paper, and we fold it as a ruffle like this, and then also don't you don't have to fold it all like straight. You can go a little crooked even. We'll go a little crooked and then go back like this. So it's just all on there like this way, like this way. Then you have to have some glue. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to I'm going to wait patiently as it comes. Oh, there it is. I was waiting patiently. Okay, so I'm putting that on. I'm just going to glue that on there. Just stick it right on the glue in all of its wrinkly glory. Yes, Papa? Okay, dear. Okay. There we go. Now, see? Now I'm going to take, I could go on this one. Maybe I'll go on this one. I'll use all the same paper. And just kind of keep wrinkling it. Just keep going with that fold. Just fold it. It does not have to be perfect fold. Just sort of fold it. Just sort of fold it. Just get it folded. Just so it's not flat. You just don't want it flat. You want some adventure in that thing. You want some adventure in these here heels. Okay, now see, and then I got another piece of this same color. Oh, I'll probably need 2 more pieces, but I'm going to just kind of, and I'm not even folding them all zigzag the same direction. Some of them I'm going up and down, some of them I'm going down and up. Does that make sense to you? Probably not. It's okay, because my whole life doesn't make sense. That's what makes it fun. Okay, so then I'll just get that whole thing stuck on there. Just stuck on there. Just stuck on there. I'm rubber, you're glue. Bounced off me and stuck on you. Oh, I don't want that one. That one's different. I don't want it different. This one, I'm doing this one all in this. I love this paper. This is like a Swiss dots. I love that pattern. I just love dots. I love dots. I love circles. But this is like a Swiss dots. Like if it was fabric, you know, it would be Swiss dots. Well, I guess it could be Swiss dots no matter what. I don't know why Swiss. But look at there. Now I have a 12 inches long of a paper edge. Now, you could we could leave it like this, or you can add things to this. So usually, the most common side of a edge of a piece of paper, let me see if I can just get an edge. I'm going to just get an edge. Let me see, I've got some stack of coffee dyed paper here. I just coffee dyed a bunch of paper. Look at this one, how cool that turned out. That's on the other side. But I love how that one turned out. I think that turned out pretty cool. Now, and then I can just glue that right on the edge. And you can go to the edge and cover that very edge up, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to just go with, and then this will be a page and a signature, because this is how I do a lot of times. A lot of times I'll just want to do one page, and I'll decorate a page, and then I've got a shoebox that I keep all my decorated pages in. And then one day I just go look in my shoebox and see if I want any of them pages or all of them pages. Because if you're making a junk journal, well then, you know, a junk journal, nothing has to match. Well, really, in any kind, I don't make any journals that match. I don't. I just don't. I just can't think that way. I just don't think matching. Now, see there, that is right on that edge, and I cut that off. I cut that off and it fits perfectly on that edge. And then, but you don't have to stop there. You can add, like I've got some little things. Let's see how little. My little, I love my cigar boxes because I have fun things in my cigar. Bugs. I got bugs. I have bugs. Lately, you know who I never did like anything with bugs. But then I met this young girl. This young girl, you may know her from being on, she's kind of a crafter in her own way. She's more of an artist. But if you know Lala Gamma, her daughter, Tori, loves bugs. And she will save their lives. Now, I don't think she saves like cockroaches, you know. She don't like them. Oh, she doesn't like spiders either. I don't know if she likes snakes. But anyway, she was here one day and she was talking about bugs, about the bugs. And I was kind of getting antsy with her talking about her loving the bugs. And then, I start, me and Papa, we sit out on the porch a lot. And a lot of times at night when we have the light on, well, then the light will attract different things like moths and beetles and stuff. And if you ever look at them, there's one like beetle that is, I know you guys are probably getting the heebie jeebies, but there is like one, like a beetle, almost like this right here. Isn't that cute? And if you look at it and you think, wow, that was created by God just like He created people. Bugs are smart too, they can survive. But I know you didn't want to hear about bugs. But Tori really taught me something that day. And so I still don't really like bugs as far as bugs. I don't want them in my house. I don't want bugs in my house. Don't put no bugs in my house. Look at that. Well, there I put a bug and a mushroom and a toadstool, or maybe a toadstool and a mushroom. But see, you can add to these. How pretty are they? And then if you want to, now, and then you don't have to have them like all one color like that. Okay, so then you can take, let's see, what should we do here? I'm going to, oh, you know what I'll do here? I'm going to use some different kind of little papers, and I'm just going to just get them folded, just zigzags or pig flags, whatever, just get them folded on there. And see, you don't need any sewing machine. You don't even need to, you could draw some fake stitches if you're just really into that sewing machine thing, but you don't need no fake stitches. You could even take a needle and thread and go ring, 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 in and out like that all the way. You could do that if you so chose. And so, because you can do anything you want because it's your scraps, and they know scrap police is going to come after you if you do things incorrectly. And so that's what is a good thing. Because when them scrapping police come around, I run them off. I got a rolling pin out there. I run them off. Scrap police, you go away. Yeah. I have had people, well, not many people, but I have had those who have kind of snubbed their nose at my collections of things, collections of things. And sometimes it kind of makes me feel like, oh, it makes me feel bad a little bit that I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Um, but then I think, no, I'm not gonna be sorry. I got collections of things, and what we can do with our collections, most people that might, those people, the people. It's the people that want their pictures of their house in the Better Homes and Gardens greatest houses since Noah's Ark or something, Mine, I never got that trophy. I never did get that trophy. I don't know why. My house is. I have had people tell me that my house kind of looks like a museum. Like a museum. It kind of does. And because there's so much to look at. Yeah. So some houses you go to, the real fancy people, and there is nothing out of place. I remember when I went to see a friend. They had just had a house built, and they had just had a house built, and they just had moved into it. And she was giving me a tour, and it just absolutely blew her mind because when we walked into one of the mini bathrooms, there was a tube of toothpaste on the counter. That upset her turbo that there was a tube of toothpaste on the counter. Somebody, so she promptly picked it up and put it in the drawer where it belonged, and kind of wiped off the counter where the toothpaste was sitting. And at that moment, I made a mental note. Oh, don't ever give this lady a tour of my house. No, but no, we 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 here in this neck of the woods. Um, we here in this neck of the woods, we don't have anything fancy. We have collections of things here and there and everywhere. And when you come to my house, you got to clear off a place on the chair to sit. And if we have something to eat, you got to clear off a place on the table to put your plate. No, actually, most of the table, there's space on there for a plate. I kind of like doing these putting whatnots, little whatnots on here on these. Let's see if I can spell something with these little. Let me see. Let me put these up here with these bugs. My bug collection. Let me see. What letters do I have in here? Let me see if I can put L. And is there O? Yep, here. Bet you don't know I'm spelling. Is there a V? Yep, there's right here. And, whoopsie. Wait a minute, I gotta scoot these up. You guys gotta scoot up. I think I gotta give you guys some glue anyway, because these are so old. I don't think the stickiness is gonna stick. Then I'm probably not gonna find an E. There is an E. Oh, how wonderful. How wonderful. But you know what I think? I think love it. See there? So there we go. And you know when you're hunting letters like this, I have them on a sticky thing. I think they were Tim Holtz, or maybe I think they were Tim Holtz. I don't know. I've had them for 100 years. But you know, when you're going through a magazine or something, or your junk mail, and you just find a letter. I mean, your junk mail has so many letters on them, the A, B, C's, and 1, 2, 3's. And so you just cut them off and use them because you never know what you're going to need. And so I am just putting these on here with a little bit of glue because I think they will hold better. And now, why would I put love with them? They're mushrooms. No reason. There is no reason because you don't need a reason. Just do them. Just do it to it. There. And see. And there. Look at this beautiful ruffled edging I've got for a page. Now, this one I used all different papers of scraps and just crinkled them up. And you know what I'm going to do now? Okay, now. There. So that one just says love down here and then the little mushrooms, but all the different colors. And they are going to look beautiful on the edge of a piece of paper as well. Where did I put that piece of paper? Where did I put that? Where? Do you see how I lose? Oh, there it is. Now see, if I was to put this one, now see, I might want that whole thing on there. Oh, that whole thing would fit right there. Whoopsie. Maybe I wouldn't put it on that dark. Maybe I'd put it over here on this. Let me get this here. There we go. Maybe I put it right here. Yeah. Jawohl. I put there. Okay, now. So then, I think this is amazing. This is an amazing way to edge your pages. And like I say, you don't just put a page. It's get you some pages together. Even if you don't have a scrapbook or a journal planned, just go ahead and get some pages together and get them started. And then later on, you may look through your stack of pages and you might say, maybe I'll put this one right up here on top over here. That's what I'll do. Because I don't want it to go to wreck and ruin and waste and whatever. So I'll put that one up there. And because it's pretty and it pops against this black and white. The red and white pops to a pretty little piece of pink there. Look at that. See? That is a page ready to go into a signature. But I want to try one other thing here. Now, I have like this here. I love this print on my dyed papers, my coffee dyed papers, and because I dye them with the coffee and then I put them in my dehydrator. I used to be quite a prepper. I was quite the prepper. And I would dehydrate, which I have got jars and jars and jars and jars and jars of dehydrated vegetables and herbs and things. They're all, and actually right now they're just decoration because they're all sitting on the top of the cupboards in the kitchen and they just look so pretty up there. Just a minute, I'm getting a drink. Oh, pink lemonade. Whenever I'm talking, I have to have a drink. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to tear it. I'm going to tear. See, I think I want to make this one a little bit wider. So I'm just going to tear some. And because I had some other stuff on the back of this one too. Oh yeah, that's cool. I just tea dye whatever I grab, or coffee dye. These are all coffee dyed. And so, but when I dry them in stacks. So there might be another page on top of this one that has color in it, and then the color might bleed onto this one and make even prettier. So what I'm going to do with this one now is I'm just going to wrinkle it. And I'm going to wrinkle it and crinkle it. I'm just going to wrinkle and crinkle that. And then I'm going to uncrinkle it and see how this works. Let's see how this looks. Okay. And I am just going to crinkle it some more. I want it crinkled a little bit more. Crinkled and wrinkled a little bit more. Okay, so now when I pull it apart, I'm going to try to be careful as not to unwrinkle it too much. Not too much. I might put Tory bugs on this one too. I'm going to call them Tory bugs. They're going to be Tory bugs. Okay, so now I'm just going to, with that wrinkled, and I'll squish together those wrinkles some so that it stays wrinkled. Now, if I have to be wrinkled, look at these wrinkles. Do you see? Well, anyway, I have wrinkles. And if I have to be wrinkled, my papers have to be wrinkled. Okay, so I'm going to scrinkle these, scrunchel them, scrunchel them, and scrunchel, and just wrinkle them. I'm just wrinkling it, just wrinkling it. Okay, see that? I don't think I can wrinkle it any more than that. And so this side had a little bit of black on it because it was a paper that I had printed something on it, but it didn't print in the way in which I wanted it to. So I coffee dyed it instead. Coffee dyed me a whole stack the other day. I was just on a roll. I was on a paper dyeing roll, I'm telling you. I mean, something's got to dye. Let's be paper, not me. I got too many crafty things to do, so I can't be affording to dye. So I'll dye the papers instead. And that's what we'll do. We're just going to put this on here. Look at this. I think this is looking pretty darn groovy. Pretty groovy. Digging it? Are you digging it? You know, when I grew up. When I grew up, when everything was groovy. And I was digging everything. See there? Now I made that one a little bit wider. So, because see, I have some wider things here. I got some, like this stamp. I can put the stamp. It's not a real stamp. It's a fake stamp. But I have real stamps. Because when I get something in the mail, I cut the stamp off. I cut the stamp off. No matter what kind of stamp it is, I cut the stamp off and put it in my stamp collection. When I do kick the bucket and my family has to go through all my stuff, it's going to take them a coon's age to get through all this stuff. And they'll say, why'd she save this? Why'd she save that? You know, they're going to just kind of wonder. And they're probably going to have to get like a big old dumpster, one of them great big ones, put it in the front yard, just to put my stuff in there. But you know what? I believe my spirit will live on. I think when you croak, that only your body croaks, not your spirit. So your spirit is still here. See, here's a toy bug. It's a toy bug right there. And so then your spirit can still be here, and I can I can play jokes on them. I can go and pick the stuff back out when they're sleeping. When they're sleeping, I can go pick the stuff out the dumpster and put it back in the house. They'll say, how'd that happen? But you know, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. It's just a plan I have. Just a plan I have. You know, we all got to croak sometimes, so you need to make plans ahead of time so that, you know, I need not to be talking such nonsense. But now look at this. Is that pretty? And those papers are just wrinkled. Just wrinkled and crinkled. Let me see. What I've got another page here that I can. Oh, this one here is like music sheet. I very rarely get any music that I can, you know, usually it's always this way in the page, unless I made it a shorter book. But this, I'm just going to cut this into this size of a book. But now look at there. I can go, now it doesn't have to go top to bottom, so I can cut this like right here so I don't cut my embellishments. I don't want to cut my embellishments off. I wonder if I want to put a piece of this under here just to give it a little pop goes the weasel. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I want to use, why do I keep sticking my big fat arm in front of there? Y'all don't need to know that I'm big and fat. I'm not really big and fat. I'm just kind of fluffy. Just sort of fluffy. So I could put this under here too. And this under here like this. Yeah, I am. Why not? I mean, when you're edging your pages, and like I say, I'm gonna have these ones here ready to go when I start decorating my pages. And so, you know, someday I'll just take out my box of pages that because you don't have to have anything in mind even. You don't even have to have anything like in mind that you're going to do with your pages. Just make pages. Just make them. Just get them going there and look at there. See, look at that already. Look at that page. See that? Now, if I were to put like some kind of a, let's see, if I were to put some, what else do I have in this box of beautiful, lovely things? Oh, here's a bigger butterfly. Let's see. Well, heck. Let me see. What if I put this? Yeah, here we go. I'm going to put this little piece of an edge on this right here. This little piece of an edge. I keep pulling you out of frame, don't I? Pulling you into my lap. I want you to sit in my lap. Would you sit in my lap? Okay, and see there? And then I can put that butterfly right. I wonder if I want to put some of this black paper right here. Just for, you know, just for something to laugh at. I don't know. And then this. Yeah, tear a piece of that. I'll do that. You know, and for what reason, I don't know. I really don't know why. I just really don't know why. I'm not really putting color in it because I'm making it black. Wait a minute, did I put that the right way? Yeah, gotta make sure my bug's going the right way. He's climbing up, he's not climbing down. It's just, look at this butterfly. Love this butterfly. And so there, now see, now if I were to take these 2 pages out, put them together like this, that's the beginning of a signature. Look at that. Look at that wonderment right there. I'm going to put something on this page. This is not what I was planning to do, actually. Look. Oh, oh, look at this. This has got all kind of bugs on it. So, papillons. Got butterflies, moths, bugs. Okay. Let's see. Now I know how to make my friend how to make Tori a bug book. There. See, now I just put the glue on those 2 sides so that when I put it in here, it's a pocket. See there? Then maybe right up here. You know what? You don't even have to have. Now let me tell you something here. Now I'm going to just fold this all up, kind of cattywampus. I folded all them the same direction. And I'm just going to go right here then. Right on the page. Look at how we learn as we go. It's funny when I start making a video, a lot of times I think, okay, I think I'm going to show the world how to do this or that or the other. And then, as it turns out, I'm showing myself. When I think I know something, I figured I don't really know that. I didn't know that, but I do know it now. And so look at there. I just put that little edge on there, right there. Ouch. Man. Yeah. Got this pre-rigor mortis going on. Pre-rigor mortis going on in myself. Even though I decided today I'm going to live to at least 99. I don't think I want to be 100. So I'm going to live to 99, I decided. I don't want to be 100 though. Nah, I don't want to be 100. 99's cool enough. See there? Look at that. So look at these edges I got. I really kind of just like the wrinkled look. So the wrinkled look or the gathered look, this is out of a old, this paper is old. And it's just the edge. This come out of an old songbook, but you can see how it's yellowed and stuff. And so this is another piece of paper that I dyed. You could actually, let me see something here. Well, look, I could take this piece and just glue it just flat on there. Now this is supposed to be about ruffled paper edges. Now I'm going completely off my rocker. I'm just going to glue this down here. Then I'm going to go down here again. And then I'm going to take this piece right here and put that on there. And I only need it that long, so I'll tear that off and tear this off. And then I got that on the edge. Get out of town. That is so awesome. And then, did I have another piece here? Oh yeah, I got this piece. And then I could just take this piece that I had cut off of that other piece. And see, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just put that stuff together, just glue it all. Because if you have a pile of mess, let me tell you, if you got a pile of mess, and it's just piled up on your desk, and it's just a pile of mess, and you think, oh my word, I need to do something with this mess. Okay, think differently. Just glue it all together. Just glue the whole thing together. Every piece of mess that's on your desk, glue it together. You can do it. I have faith. Put that butterfly on there. And look at there. See? I bet you're thinking to yourself, boy, that woman's a genius. Look at that. And how layered it looks and how it pops. And so, and that is just, and so that's another page to go in my signature. Now look at there. I just got a 6-page signature going right there with edges and bugs. And I think it is looking pretty snazzy. Groovy. I'm digging it. What do you think about that? Okay, that's what I wanted to show you is how to do these edges. And, then you can, if you wanted you really want it to look stitched, go down with your ink pen. Look at there. And just make stitches all the way down. Where? See, it won't show up on that part, so I'm just going to go here. Some of them it won't show up, so then you don't put stitches. But there, see, I just put stitches on there. Now it's stitched on. Fake stitching? What the heck? I'm a fake millionaire. I got all that money I got in my Monopoly game. So I'm a fake millionaire, see? I could put this up here, and I'll save that for something else. I don't want to use them all up at one time. I had to get another little drink. Okay, now, Hubster's already went to bed. It's not even 9 o'clock. But anyhow, that's what I came here to show you. But since now I'm done showing you stuff, what the heck was that? What's going to help? I think I'm still going to make another video because I didn't do a video on my Zentangles today. But although I've been doing Zentangles all day. Oh, there's my other. Okay, I'll put that right there. Okay, what should I sing tonight or should I, you know what I need to do? Where did I put my dad's songbook? Well, I don't have it here. I'm going to sing. What should I sing? I'm going to sing something. I will. This is the last song in the book right here. Well, it was the last song. Looks like somebody tore out a page. His name is wonderful. His name is wonderful. His name is wonderful. Jesus, my Lord. He is the mighty King, Master of everything. His name is wonderful, Jesus, my Lord. He's the great shepherd, the rock of all ages. Almighty God is He. Bow down before Him, love and I'm sorry, adore Him. His name is wonderful, Jesus, my Lord. Sorry about that cough. I tried to hold it. It didn't work. But I do love to sing, and I love the old hymns. I just love them because when I sing one of the old hymns, I think about when I used to go to church with my grandmother, and a lot of the songs that we sang when I went to church with her were all in Finnish, but because it was a Finnish and English church, so they would have Finnish service and English service, and but I learned a lot of the English ones, you know, and I would sing right along with her, and she sang so beautiful. Oh my gosh, she sang beautiful. And I have always loved singing the old hymns, and they make me really think about my grandmother and my father. My father, he used to play the guitar in and the banjo, and he'd play the guitar and he'd play the banjo, and he always had a campfire going out in the yard under the trees. He had a little old campfire, and he'd sing out there by the campfire with his bib overalls and ain't got no teeth. He did have teeth, but he didn't really use them except for like special occasions, but he didn't need them for pork chops and stuff like that. Just, you know, if he's got to go to a dumb wedding or something, he'd put them teeth on. But because my mother would make him, you know. And then he'd get out of his bib overalls too and put on some dress pants, which he thought they looked like monkey suits. But hey, that was my dad. But anyway, I like to sing the old hymns because I like to think about my dad and his mom, which was my grandmother, and they I mean, for perfect people in my life, those was perfect people in my life, perfect people. But I won't keep a chattering. I won't keep a chattering now. I'm done chattering. But look at this. I done got started on, and I didn't even plan this to make pages, but I got my pages started for a junk journal or some kind of journal, book journal. Maybe this will be well, I don't know what it'll be. But I might not use these ones all in the same signature. I might add these to different signatures. And so I ask God to bless you, watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.